When terribly, 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 terribly failing, darling, just keep playing your part. So darling, just keep playing your part. Lie to me and lie to me, gonna hurt tomorrow. When though you're gonna ruin it, everybody is terribly, 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 terribly failing. When terribly, 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 terribly failing. Darling, just keep, 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 darling, just keep. Lie to me and lie to me, you're not tomorrow. When though you're terribly, 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 terribly failing. When terribly, 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 terribly
And the beat breaks and so does the sky. Everybody can wonder why the flaunting beauty can reveal itself upon the wind. Opening the lovely eyes for the listening, and the rose still sleeps. None dare to wake for the sun bursting into the crimson, for the curtains and open the sunshine, for the majesty of the beauty, for maybe the flower, for understanding that it's the heavens. Every tree should dance in the wind, for the visitation, for the lamination of yourself, for the transparent, for the vision, for the dream, for the find yourself, for the seven, for the number, for the turning back upon these heavens, for the building of cruel ways to wander through the follow. Do it with your anticipation, brother idiots who never can laugh at the jokes, for the imagination was never fine, you embolderating. Maybe the replying of yourself, for the couching of yourself, for the conversing of the instructions. Maybe not for those individuals who find a combination of being compelled to the combination, for maybe this is the spectrum. I can find multitudes of dimensions for this combination, for I can find my brotherhood and understanding for my commonality. It's not imprisonment. Maybe it's the holiness in the length. Maybe it's the calling for the human imagination to find some fruition or fruition. Or maybe the man for living for the eternity. The blasphemy, its own qualities to find yourself not serving for these, for the states, for the individuals to find their own state of mind, for the never to changing or to cease. Eternal triumph. I dare to enter. You seem like you would. You heighten yourself with the state of conscious. Beloved, the gratitude, submission, the calling for yourself, for the then you and for you to be under the table, must die throughout like under the earth, for the continuation, the movement by moment. You could be called at any day like you had service, for the phone line, for the beat of the delusion, for the false pride to leave you deceived, and maybe the condemnation for the understanding, descendant for taking on the sin, marking well for the words for your immortal, heart-piercing, stand upon yourself. The power, the understanding of what repels and maybe will fail, fade before those with the beauty for the claims, ceasing with those who will lend a hand for the world self for the innocence. I'm not the visionary. I'm not the artist. I'm not the mystic. I'm not the life of the prophetic. I'm not original for the imaginations, a range of experiences. for the artists and works for the perception. Time to be free, everything that will appear. Smiles for you to be beautiful, you can report what you prepare. Instrument, soft, one side, maybe like that, for the intent, for the content, for the images made not for yourself, and that's your more fast to blame for you. Now, take refuge in the human land, and it's for the glowing, for the knowledge, for the find the signs, who the man known for unknown, standing here, giving to the scorn for the prosecutors for the troublemakers, the shutting of the sun for the moons and the stars, trees and the clouds and the waters for the hills and understanding the bone for the breaks and dry. While you're pouring the indigenous for the indictment, eye, you're brown, the covering of the mind for the opening of the within. Hollow certain, seeing the center of the heavens of the bright, intended for the building of the walls, precautions and rocks, beasts, all the certainty for the tempest of creeping against the bar, for the joys of life, I find destruction. Cunning for the matter, for the badgering, for the worshipping of the feet, for the trembling and the fear for the brothers. My mother, my God, the pulsation of the artery, her middle name, it must be for the moments in standing between the daughter here to feed the sleep. Conscious for the eternal care for every minute has been for the intention for the intention for every hour for the bright golden gate for you could call the hand for the bridge. Was burned for the present ornament for the water was still for paid the terrorists for the golden state for the high towers. So this must be the aid for the molten deep for the bridges of the silver. Maybe for the encircling and the flaming fire for the old and 7 ages for the mountain yourself for the years and maybe centuries for the angels of the providence. Equal for the period and maybe it's yours for the great for the time for the start for the moment for the end dearly. Such a space for the universe to find the various for the sun. Here rises sunsets. There borrows and maybe the heaven reaching no further but yet beyond we set on all sides. Turn for the vow to the goal for the moving and the dwelling in the place for all we have. It's lost, yours to keep. Search for the spaces for yours to the dimension. This is the false appearance which appears as a reason. Or as a reason for the delusion for the microscope is now for the here to see the alteration for the you to be a spectacle for the ratios. And now the organs will have to leave an object. And touch the space is larger for you to be having the man's blood for the blue. For understanding what happens in the open. You're set to the opposite for the earth, just a shadow for the unwearing for the sun, for the line to be creative. For the eyes and the places upon the side, for the only pulsation for you, my penis. Dare to wake next to the burst and the innocence for innocence for burning for the fires and the eternal master, the beauty, maybe the understanding of the Almighty, for the vegetation for the understanding for the sea, every tree for the faith, for the growing for the nerves, for the massive for the form for the solitude, for the solid power for understanding the nerves, for the tongues closed, the mouth open for the sun to reach in every morning for the unwary for the evening, create ways the moon rises, the sun sets, for the end of the leaves for the prey. Confine yourself close for the rock of death and head for the time awake, when if it takes with your eyes in heaven so this is the spirits and I can find the pillars for the last time for the Satan. You touch not before they you find the dollars for the taking of the pleasant charge with your love judgment day to the lovely perverted mind for the influence and the maybe the seven eyes that you walk around for use of life for the understanding for your influence. It's not itself for the transparency, see each other. Maybe it's the calling of the past and the current wise for your electricity, your energy. Sets the world for thee to be the only maybe the last nature, maybe the theme song for the end find yourself not serving the last book, the loon, the treadles, the sin, own state of mind for the never to change your order cease. I can never eternal understand it. Triumph. I'm not I dare to answer. You seem like you would. You ain't never been friends. You heighten yourself with. How does the word suit that song really go? The conscious. And I'll try to sing it for the contraries, for the equal, the truth, for the place called you can find a lovely shadow. The calling for time again for the morning, mooning shades, maybe affection, sweet. Kill for the benevolence, and maybe this is created again for the inhabitants of the round and from all sides and find a district for the encircling of your to make a point for the habitations for you to be precluded for this is more. Walking them on for the awful sea, for the ever falling in face for the shore, for the only inspiration you can build the universe, for the mental forms creating, trembling and sitting when whether there would not be alive for the because of the man was to exceeding yourself to be wept, terrible enough for the crying for one voice to find a habitation of a place, hidden under the shadow of the wings for who to build for the time for the who pass away the winter for beholding the wonders of eternity to find yourself to consume remaining. Granted, temporal, hibernation, or hybrid for the do you speaking, not for the obey the words, for find yourself like Jesus, the eternal who blessed forever. And all man, all man, all man, all man. You can appear pleasant for the beneath him of all sides, for the round for you for taking us the wings. Prepare for them, follow through. Lacking to fall into the air without a shadow to repose all days of your happy eternity for to find the bliss and maybe to hurt the laminations in the clouds and seeing the shadows, the images, the reflection of yourself and what.
maybe, maybe, 'cause I only have I don't know, 'cause I only have I don't know, 'cause I only have I don't know, 'cause I only have Maybe, 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 'cause I only have I don't know, 'cause I only have I don't know if it's cloudy. I don't know out tonight. I don't know if it's cloudy. I don't know. Maybe
There's that sick rose. Doesn't know how to despair the care to have a way to find a way to be sick enough to find a way that flies into the night for the howling in the store for the founding of the bed for the grimace and maybe the secret love. Does I destroy the heart to be broken apart like a pebble? Or maybe this is for the sweeping of the love, for it to be a garden or a human abstract. It would be no more pity for not to be somebody, no more for the poor, for the mercy, maybe to be happy or cruel, for the spreading of the bait, for the care, for the sit down with the fears, the waters of the ground. No root to be taken for underneath that foot, for there's a spread for the dismantling of the shade. The mystery is overhead, but this is the thickest shade for you. Search for all in vain, for the growing up, for the human brain is only what so much you can contain. The baffling of the heart, to navigate from the ancient. Delight for the come open up the morning, for come hither and to me, for the clouds of the reason, for these to be artful of the teasing, for the endless maze. Tangled with the roots, for the perplexable ways, for the complex and how many fall in there. Stumbling all over the night for the leaves or trees, and never not for the nobody cares, for the wishing of the what to lead, for these the breathing. What can it be achieved through your grace? To the life, to the faith, for the answer of the earth, for the raising of the head, for the darkness, for the you can be the dreading of the what's covered. There's more to order, more for you to be weeping over the, sweeping over the, who was swept, who was left, whose last take, the last breath, whose last experience was the only one to find the hand over eye for the only framing for fearful, for your symmetry. These are songs of innocence, broken like an introduction with the nurturing of a song for another sorrow, for this is springtime, or another dream, or another baffling within colors, or maybe looking at the waters flow, the reflection of multitudes, and these seems like the flowers, and maybe they were lambs, or maybe they were little boys raising innocent hands inside now the mighty winds for the raising of the heavens, to the voice of the song, for the harmonious thunderings of the seats, for the heavens sung among beneath them to sit among the man, for the guiding of the poor, for the cherishing of the maybe this is the letting and drive of the angel for the front door. You to be the experience again for the innocence, for the prophecy, for the listing of yourself in God's army. I will cradle every dream, guarded by my bed, although I lay tangled and sprayed for the heartbroken. She said, hope everything's okay with you. These are not the fire windows for the caverns in the spirit, for not to be eternal with divine portions, and maybe the vastness of these are proportionate for the eating of the secret and something pleasant. Saw who cried out and starved from the trees, came out and started out and felt how to meditate. Maybe the seeing himself at the possession answered me. Maybe the master found a command. You must obey. For the material world, it's all is dead. For these are answers for the books and the leaves and the flowers, and these are what's fed and feeding thoughts and nouns, and these are heaths and meat and sparkling for the fancies, and now the opticity. Saw for the loot, for that you could be alive and never you could be a particle, for the dust for the breathing of force, only joy. What went wrong? A laughing and a whimper because you can find yourself sitting down doing stand-up for the comedy, for this is something to laugh at, for the nameless or the shadowy, maybe the female for whom the rose, for the breaths and breathing, for the brandish, for the winds, for the enthusiasm, for the voice, for the arise, for the occasion, for the cause, for the name, for the vanish, for the placing, for the heart not to be found, for the faint, for the traveling, for the dark cloud to be stirred, for the dismyrtle, and labor into the firstborn, for the consuming of the why you should be accused, for the only bringing into life, for these are the waters, for the mantling of the lambs, and the trees for the overflowing of stars, and rain down for the prolific pains, and how to fathom the oblivious for the immortal, for the shining of the burning power, for the howling of the yore, for the devouring of the night, for the king should ever be bemoaning, for the dark, for the shining of the desolate mountains, for the eternal shrieking of your hollow trees. Stamp not for this could be the hollowness. This is the understanding of philosophy, or maybe Dr. Phil for you could be a solid form as the paganry, the teening at the bottom and the fears of the inferior, and maybe the voiding of the flames, and maybe this way you can fight the visionaries. The eternal bland for this, not the sign about for the ember and finding joy for the past and the voice, and you could be a poly motif and shade of shades, and this is the secret place where you can find the love for the deep. For I come from where the Orients is the gate for the eternal, for the